Audio Jungle.
The Center for Native American Youth at the Aspen Institute is a national education and advocacy organization that works alongside Native American youth from across the country to improve their health, safety, and overall well-being. We believe that all Native American youth deserve to lead full and healthy lives, have equal access to opportunity, to draw strength from their Native culture, and to inspire one another. At the Center for Native American Youth, this is achieved through empowerment and culturally competent methodologies that include leadership, youth-led policy agenda, and a youth-led narrative. Each year, the Center for Native American Youth selects 5 inspirational young leaders between the ages of 14 to 24 from across the United States to be champions for change. Who are champions for change? Champions are Native youth leaders who have a strong vision for the future and a desire to better their communities. With the support of the Center for Native American Youth, champions make their hopes and dreams of positive change a reality.
There is a lot of young leadership, and I'm seeing that in this reawakening, the 7th generation, and I think that is so true, and I think it is going to be intergenerational. You know, for the past year, I've been involved in this Native storytelling project, and it's about Native voices telling Native stories, but it's also about reclaiming the national narrative and sharing our stories. You know, authentically Indigenous is something that's really important for, you know, what I hope to do and for the Native storytelling project.
My platform is destigmatizing mental illness. This issue is very important to me as for I have been diagnosed with anxiety and depression. And one way that I'm combating this is through my project called the Ni'ini'ini Project, and Ni'ini'ini stands for Things Are Good in the Northern Navajo Language.
First Nations, the Native undergraduate organization at the University of Washington that I help as the coastal chair, we decided to bring UW students, University of Washington students, out to tribal compact schools and teach for a week, promoting higher education and bringing Indigenous knowledge into the classroom, right on the reservation. And we're not only teaching Native students, but also non-Native students that live on the reservation. So it was super gratifying to see that these students want to go to college starting in kindergarten. And we changed definitely some minds.
I would like to start to get in the process of making my own nonprofit so I can take my work separate from the school districts and continue building our community with our youth in that way so it can be Indigenous run by youth. That's the plan for right now. And then just partnering with the school districts to get our Indigenous language curriculum out. That's what I have planned for when I get back.
My platform, I believe, is more than one thing, and I think that's a lot of Indigenous activists can relate to, is we have a lot of things that we care about in our community. But my main platform is health and wellness. I'm the behavioral health administrative assistant for the Quinault Indian Nation. And so that's chemical dependency and mental health. And so I look at healthy coping mechanisms for healing from trauma. And we do that through language, cultural revitalization, singing our songs, and learning our dances. And we create a safe space for others to be able to do that.
So here's how it works. Champions for Change develop Native youth leaders through a year-long program that includes tailored training, experience-based learning, culturally immersive curriculum, and technical assistance. The program exposes Native youth to speaking opportunities, advocacy, and narrative sharing. And through the Center for Native American Youth, champions engage with influential leaders and advocates. Champions enter a close relationship with the center that begins with a series of recognition events and trainings in Washington, D.C., called Champs Week. This serves as an initial platform for champions to amplify their leadership skills in learning the power of their personal narrative, the importance in community organizing, advocating for policy change, using social media as a platform to amplify their work, and more. In addition to support and resources, champions receive mentors, serve on CNAY's Youth Advisory Board, and have the opportunity to represent the center at various events and conferences. Native youth who apply to the Champions for Change program are recognized as Generation Indigenous ambassadors and stay engaged with the Center for Native American Youth for opportunities. To find out more, please visit our website at www.cnay.org or email cnayinfo@aspeninstitute.org.